Hi Manha.
Hi,
What are you reading?
I'm reading stories from the Prophet.
Oh,
Do you want to hear it?
yes please.
The book I chose is called The Prophet and the Blind Man.
Okay.
The Prophet Muhammad used to sit near the Kaaba and explain passages from Quran to people. One day, as usual, he was sitting near Kaaba and explaining the message of the Quran to some ungodly chiefs of the Quraysh tribe, in the hope that they would listen to his message and accept Islam. As he was talking to the chiefs, a blind man whose name was Abdullah ibn Maktum approached to him. The blind man did not realize that the Prophet was sitting with some high-ranking people and was discussing some important matter with them. As soon as the blind man approached to the Prophet, he said, "O Messenger, teach me about whatever Allah has taught you." The Prophet Muhammad was annoyed at the blind man cutting in like this and spoke roughly with him. But Allah did not like the way the Prophet responded to the blind man who had come seek guidance from him. Irfan, can you read this for me?
All right. The following verses of the Quran were then revealed to the Prophet. When the blind man came to him, he, the Prophet, gave him an angry look and turned his back on him. Yet how do you know that he might purify himself, or be warned, and the warning may benefit him? To one who was uncaring, you were all attention, although you do not have to insure for it if he does not purify himself. But one who comes to you eagerly and fearfully, you ignore. No, indeed, this Quran is a warning. So whoever is willing, let him seek remembrance from it. Now it's your turn.
The Prophet Muhammad later gave in and treated Ibn Maktum ever after with great respect, finally making him governor of Medina. The story of the blind man reminds us that no one in this world is superior to others, even if he has a high rank and position. The message of the story is that is only superior to other if he or she has a higher rank in the sight of the Lord.
Thanks, Mana, for sharing this lovely story. You did a good job.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Now it's your turn to read a book to me. Did you choose a book?
Yes, I think I'm going to read you this book right here.
Good choice.
My book is called The Gardens of Saba.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so let's start. Long, long ago, before the birth of the Prophet Isa, Jesus, there lived in the ancient lands of Yemen the very rich and powerful people of Saba or Sheba. The largest city of the religion was Marib. For about 1,000 years, the area became more and more wealthy and reached its peak as the people of Saba expanded their trade through the land and sea routes. Marib was an ancient city about 50 miles from the present city of Sana'a. It was on the old frankincense route between Arabia and Syria. Through Syria, it connected with the great and flourishing kingdoms of the great Roman Empire around the Mediterranean. At the other end, along Yemen coast, the road connected by sea transport with India, Malaysia, and China. The people of Saba were very hardworking. They constructed a huge dam. This dam was called the Marib Dam or Said al-Marib. It took years to construct it. The dam was about 2 miles long and 120 feet high. The people of Saba, with their great skills, made it into the best example of the engineering of their times. This dam brought great wealth to the area. They made roads and canals. The canals were bordered by gardens on both sides. The trees and bushes of the lush green gardens and orchards were laden with fruits. The gardens and fields, well watered by streams, produced a variety of fruits, spices, and frankincense. All worldly progress is achieved thanks to the help which Allah has given us. Without His blessings, we cannot achieve any success. So whenever we are successful, we should say thank you to Allah for His help and remain humble and down to earth. But the people of Saba, instead of being thankful to Allah, chose to become arrogant. They thought that all the progress and riches that they enjoyed were due to the clever planning of their forefathers, who so ably built the great dam of Marib. They forgot to thank Allah. They became proud and haughty. A mighty flood came and the dam burst, and it has never been repaired since. This was a great crisis which brought on the slow downfall of the country. The flourishing gardens of Saba were left to turn into a wasteland. The luscious fruit trees became wild and gave place to wild plants with bitter fruit. The feathery-leaved tamarisk, which is only good for twigs and nettlework, replaced the sweet-smelling plants and flowers, wild and stunted kinds of thorny bushes, like the wild lute tree, which were good for neither fruit nor shade, grew in place of pomegranates, and the date palms and the grapevines. This punishment of the people of Saba was an example to all mankind. It reminds us that we should always be thankful to Allah for His blessings and never become arrogant and proud over our success. All success comes only with the help of Allah.
Thanks, Irfan, for reading this book to me. I really enjoyed it.
We hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did,
smash that like button.
And don't forget to subscribe and click the notification bell for upcoming videos.
Bye.
Bye.